Welcome to the 4th edition of Rozradio. So tonight I'm going to start this episode off with a quote. I think it's pretty fucked up, but this is it. Money is the god of our times, and Rothschild is his prophet. For those of you who don't know who the Rothschilds are, this is how they began. The Rothschilds started with Mayor Amschel Rothschild, a court Jew for the German Landgrave's House of Hesse-Kassel, who established his banking business in the 1960s. Mayor Rothschild had 5 sons, who he sent all over Europe to start other fucking banks. The Rothschild family is the majority shareholder of the Bank of England, Royal Dutch Shell Company. Royal Dutch Shell Company makes up 84% of the Netherlands' annual GDP. They also control Rio Tinto, who they generated $34 billion just last year of revenue. They used to own Reuters and the Associated Press. They also control the LBMA. If you don't know what that is, that's the London Bullion Market Association. So just there, you know, they control media. They also control gold. They control a bank, and they control oil. So those 4 things that they control there is what you need to control a country. Some say the world. People speculate they're the richest family on earth, and from what research I've done, that's true. You can't put a figure on how much they own. They have a controlling factor in nearly every central bank in the world. They hold the Vatican's gold in their own Bank of England vaults. So they're pretty well trusted, these people. They're not just some people that got lucky, you know what I mean? They are richer than the aristocrats. They are probably more powerful than the Pope himself. These people, this family, is the controlling family. Well, this is the face of what we can see anyway. They might be answering to someone else, we don't know. But from what I can tell, they are the shit at the moment. If you haven't heard of them before, I'll be super surprised. You would have heard of the Rockefellers. Well, the Rockefellers intermarried into the Rothschild family, and that's probably why the Rockefellers are so well known. That's where they got a lot of their money from. Also, I'll just read a quote from one of the Rothschilds. Give me control of a nation's money, and I care who not make the laws. Here's another one. I care not what puppet is in place of the throne of England to rule the empire. The man that controls Britain's money supply controls the British Empire, and I control the money supply. They're pretty powerful quotes there. Here's another fun fact about these Rothschild fuckers. There's 153 different types of insects that bear the name Rothschild. 50 birds, 18 mammals, 15 plants, 3 fish, 3 spiders, and 3 reptiles, all ending with Rothschild. They're trying to rename the whole fucking planet Rothschild or something. I mean, what type of narcissistic fuck wants to go to all that fucking trouble? If you go to Tel Aviv in Israel, the Boulevard of Rothschild is the main fucking street. Yeah, they used to be called the King of the Jews, these people. And you know what Jews are famous for? Having fucking money. It's just a bit nuts to me. Who's letting these fuckers get away with it? Why aren't we going, oi, cunt? Shut down your fucking shitty bank that charges us billion % interest, that you create the money out of fucking thin air with your fractional reserve banking. If you've never heard of fractional reserve banking, fucking look that shit up. That's what's going on these days. Our money is not backed by gold. Our money is backed by fuck all. That's why there's crashes happening all the time, because people realise, oh fuck, our money's worth nothing, because printed on paper that it's not even worth. Do you know what I mean? A $10 note doesn't cost $10 to fucking produce. I can fucking I can assure you that. Probably cost 1 cent. The money is worthless. The only thing that's actually worth anything is gold and silver and platinum. Because they're rare. They're rare earth minerals. You can't just fucking go and pull them off a tree or grow it. There's only so much in supply. That's why our currency used to be backed by gold. But it's not anymore. We have the oil petrol dollar in America and Australia. That's what we run on, the oil petrol dollar. Probably the most famous thing the Rothschilds are known for. During the Battle of Waterloo, they sent a courier to watch the battle, and he was situated closest to the water. So when they found out that Napoleon had lost the war, they sent this courier back to England to tell everyone that Napoleon had won. So what happened then? Everyone started selling the English bonds or the shares of the Bank of England for next to nothing, because they thought, oh, we've been taken over by this French cunt, Napoleon. So fucking let's sell everything and get the fuck out of here. So they started selling everything really cheap. And as you know, England actually won that war. But no one knew for 48 hours after this, because that's how long it took the other courier to get back there. So the Rothschilds bought up all of the banks and all of the shares to anything that was important back in England, very, very, very cheap, for next to nothing. Then when they found out that they'd actually won, the stuff that they bought went up like fucking 20, 30 times. So they like quadrupled their wealth at least, you know? They just skyrocketed their wealth. Just by being a bit smarter and a bit fucking dodgy than the other cunts. That's what they're known for. Anyway, this is my rant on the fucking Rothschilds and the New World Order. Leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Have a good night.